Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zero Escape 999, where last time we found something that we had really not wanted to see. Snake's corpse, here behind door 3. He apparently exploded. Not sure how he got in this room, but it seems he got in this room alone and his bracelet killed him. No one's taking it well, and June is taking it particularly hard. I imagine seeing the corpse was not a pleasant experience. Seeing it described was probably not much better. Today, it's time to explore the shower room and see if we can get out of here and get off this goddamn ship. I hope Clover's okay. She's gonna need to know, but she's trapped back in the hospital room. Alright, well, let's get going. Alright then, the shower room. What do we got in here? First off, there's not just blood splatter over here. I see something, what looks like letters? What's going on with you? Those letters written in blood. LLR. Do you think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens. To you. Then this. The way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's. Then you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago? Yeah. So, presumably part of the puzzle then? We've also got the light switch. I think I'd rather keep the lights on, but the fact that we can turn them off, I'm gonna try and keep that in mind. What do we got over here? The shower heads. Alright, let's see if anything happens when I turn you. Nope, nothing. Not even a drop. Is the pipe clogged? That's unfortunate that the shower's not working. I would like to take a shower after seeing that horrible mess. Alright, what do we got over here? We got a bunch of stalls. Let's go left to right. We got this upper shelf with toilet paper. Oh. Okay. I don't like that. We've got a box, a wooden box. There's something in here. Luminol. Oh dear. Okay, that's gonna be for the blood stain on the wall then. Luminol is a chemical agent which reacts with some of the compounds in blood to make it glow blue, ultraviolet, I believe. Anything else with the toilet paper? Nope, just a stack. Alright, but how about the bottom of this stall? We've got a broom. Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was June. The rabbit, Hutch. Huh? He turned around. June still looked sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face. Oh, you just reminded me of it. The rabbit Hutch, I mean. Glad to see you're feeling a little better, but was this about a rabbit Hutch? How did I remind you of something like that? Junpei and the broom. You were always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit Hutch. I was? Don't you remember? Junpei stared at the broom in his hand. You mean you don't remember that summer either? She looked very sad. Oh no, June! He shook his head. Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible. They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. Oh no! He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. Oh no. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying. I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, "Don't cry, I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying. Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me you were gonna catch the killer together. June smiled and a little of the flush of life returned to her cheeks. Kind of a morbid story to make her happy again, but it's something. Then we decided that we'd ambush them. Yeah, I remember. The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's, Akane Kuroshiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived. But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation and they never showed up. Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know? He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say it. Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle. What do you mean? Okay, June, you were, 1, children, and 2, these were animal killers? She looked up at him, confused. Oh, come on. We were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they'd probably would have had a knife or something. Ugh. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right? I wasn't worried. Because you were there with me. She blushed furiously. You know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals. Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the subject. I was the only one who asked to do it at first. Yeah, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know? Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you? If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was. Yeah, nope, that's why, Junpei. That's definitely why. Come on, even she's blushing thinking about it. She feels similarly. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off. Really? That's why you volunteered? Yeah, it is. He nodded quickly and much too earnestly and then quickly looked away at something very important. The most important thing, clearly. That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago, he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he'd felt back then. It would be embarrassing. Come on, Junpei, you're an adult, you could handle this. He took up a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air. Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room, otherwise... Yeah. June nodded curtly, then turned and walked away. Junpei turned around and looked at the room, at Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor. The conversation he and June had been having scarcely fit their surroundings. But perhaps that was simple human nature. Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him. He had to live. He wanted a life again, a life with June in it. As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live. I mean, no one can blame you for wanting to live, especially when you're confronted with it so horrifically. How would you not find yourself wanting to survive? It's not like you're being spiteful towards Snake or anything. I don't know how to phrase it. But it's like you can live on in his stead? That's probably especially true with Clover's, given she is his sibling. We'll get out of here. Alright, we've got a bucket down here we can take a look at. And I think that's it for that little stall. So next up is the middle one. We've got the dividing wall that separates the toilets. No, I want to click on the toilet paper of all things. No. Okay, well, I figured we collected one bit of toilet paper and it has markings on it. So maybe if we collect more with more markings. All right, how about the toilet itself? Anything in the back basin? It's a water tank for a toilet. I've seen a lot of OC guys try and hide a piece in something like this, usually for 187 or something. Guess they think it's clever. Don't know when they'll figure out everybody else thinks it's clever too. 7, what the hell are you saying? Is that code? Huh? I mean, I know peace, but what's OC? Organized crime. What is that? Some kind of police slang? Huh? Oh, probably. Huh? What'd I say? Why does he look all sad now? It's not really important right now, guys. Let's just check it out, all right? Well, he's not wasting any time. 7, were you a cop by chance? I know you still don't have your memory. Or were you maybe a cop before you lost your memory? Okay, we got something in here for sure. Hello there, screwdriver. And I don't think there's anything else. It's just the toilet's tank. Nothing in it. Which means we can't flush it. Kind of hard to flush a toilet without water. Good point. Better not puke in this particular toilet. How about you? Oh my. What do you think this is? It looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. I doubt just pouring some water on it's gonna help much either. What about hot water? Hot water? If we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe that would wash it off. Maybe? You'd also want some water pressure too to make it really work. But toilet's not working, so Alright, third stall. This toilet's open. Anything in here? There's nothing in the toilet. If there was, that would be gross. Well, I would hope there'd at least be water in the toilet. Speaking of, it looks like there is water in the toilet. Nothing unusual about this toilet, thank God. How about the basin? There might be something in the tank, you know? Let's open that shit up. Oh, don't call it shit. Not when it's a toilet. There is something in here, though. Hello, card key. Alright, we're making good progress on collecting things in this room. Anything going on with the... No, nothing going on with that shelf. Alright, let's take a look over here. We've got a few things. Looks like the exit here. Yeah, we definitely can't deal with anything with that yet. There's a code, and it looked like there were 2 locks. And slide for a card. We have a card, but we don't have any numbers, so... there's something up on the wall up here. It's a thermometer. Can you get it off? No, it's screwed onto the wall. Well, okay then. We do have a screwdriver. The thermometer was screwed onto the wall. That meant that Junpei needed to take the screws out with a screwdriver. While he was so engaged, Santa suddenly spoke. Hey Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit or 75 degrees Celsius like this one? Junpei answered without taking his eyes off the screw. No, can't say I ever thought about that. At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Santa, please, why? Oh my god. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point. Why Santa had brought that up, Junpei wondered. Oh yeah. He continued to work at the screw. That must be a rough screw, my god. But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could. Like what? Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna? Or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death. Oh, Jesus, Santa, what is wrong with your imagination? Why are you thinking about this? Ha, yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Junpei gave a short barking laugh. A moment later, the screw fell off. Well, don't drop it, we might need that. With a small tug, Junpei pulled the thermometer from the wall. Alright, I got it. He looked up and saw Santa glaring at a blank section of wall. Huh? What's up? Santa? Nothing. Forget about it. Santa spun around and walked off, away from Junpei. But as Junpei watched him go, he didn't look angry. He looked very, very sad. What was that about? Okay, I'm curious. Yeah, no, they got their unit conversions completely wrong there. I knew that sounded completely wrong. Let's see. So, that's not the conversion between Fahrenheit and Celsius. 107 Fahrenheit converts to 41.67 degrees Celsius. Their mistake was they just subtracted the 32 from the Fahrenheit. They did not divide by 1.8. How did they mess that up? That's a pretty severe mistake. Oh, you took the thermometer off? It says open at the bottom of the gauge. It does. I wonder what it means. Maybe when it gets that hot, something will open? Maybe. Looks like it's over 75 Celsius or over, quote, 107 Fahrenheit. Given that it is, numbered to 75, I would think that it was started as Celsius and they tried to convert to Fahrenheit for the international release, or for the US release, because most countries don't use Fahrenheit. But then that conversation with Santa doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense that they started from Fahrenheit and failed the conversion to Celsius, which is... Does Japan use Fahrenheit? I'm actually not sure. Alright, let's see, what else is catching my eye here? We've already checked out the stalls. There is a bar on the back wall, which we can't examine. There's also this drain on the floor. Aha! I see you down there. Huh? Looks like there's something down there on that grate. I think it's a card. Yeah, it's the blue card. Can't reach it though. It's too deep. Huh, how are we gonna get that card? Alright, one last wall we haven't checked out, and that is the showers. Yeah, if I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe... Alright, thermometer, let's get the party started. That's not a bad idea. Though actually, I was supposed to examine this without the thermometer first. Yep, looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge, and now it's at the open mark. Huh, it opened. What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here. Well, good thing that didn't get wet. 9:57. So, you're supposed to examine this without the thermometer first. And I'm pretty sure that Junpei gets burned by it, which is funny. I'm kind of sad that I missed that on accident. Looks like it's still useful, though. Ah, if we have hot water, and we have a bucket, and we have something that needs to be washed off with hot water. Maybe I can use the shower here to fill the bucket with hot water. Hey, Seven, could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Oh, okay, sure thing. That is a metal bucket. Let's hope we don't get burned in the process. Okay, there's still things to check out here. There's the panel down there I see, but first, before I forget, I want to make sure. So, we're going to need water pressure, and you can generally get pretty good water pressure out of a flush mechanism. Alright, so I just pour the water into this tank and... Looks like you filled it. Now you should be able to flush it, right? There's probably a handle somewhere on the tank you can pull. You think so? Serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, there's no... It doesn't look like there's an actual handle on it. Alright, let's flush the hot water. Well, there it goes, just like a toilet should work. And now that it's flushed... 185. Okay, I'm writing this down. We've got two numbers. We got 957 plus 185 equals... Okay, doing that math real quick in my head. We've got 5 and 7 makes 12. 1 plus 8 is 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 1142. Okay, now I think we just need to get that blue card. Let's see, what else can we do? There's this down here. Uh-oh. Okay, this is an issue. There's a piece of paper tied to this pipe with a wire. Notice, drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Interesting. If the drain overflows, well, here's the drain. Maybe we can get the card to float up? There's only one last thing we haven't really done anything with, and that's gonna be the luminol. We can't use the card yet, but the luminol with the blood. Let's see, what will this do for us? Wait, you don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Yeah, it does kind of seem weird to use it here, but maybe I should try it just in case. Now, if we turn off the lights, okay, we got the full message. Left, left, right, left, right, left. Lights back on, and I think it's pretty obvious where we use that combination. Left, left, right, left, right, left. Well, I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything. Hey, this drain's acting up. What the hell did you do? You just messed with the valves a little. Nothing big. Alright, that sounds like it might have been successful. Oh, that's a lot of water. Now, how do we get the card out? Junpei, the card is floating. Looks like the water floated the card up out of the drain. We gotta get the drain itself off. There must be water flowing through the pipe on the right. There's water pouring out of the drain. Here we go. And we get, looks like the Venus card, I'm assuming. Okay. Okay. Awesome, we've got all the cards. We've got an equation that gives us some numbers. However, there's a few items we have not used. Let's not fall for the trick. Let's use all of our items. We have a broom, and we have toilet paper. And you're gonna need to trust me on this because this is absolutely ridiculous. But the broom and the toilet paper, what if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom? Well, now we've got toilet paper wrapped around a broom, and if we go ahead and take a look at it, oh, so you wrap the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. Okay, so we did not have the full equation. We need to add 634 to what we had. 1142 plus 634, 4 and 2 is 6, 3 and 4 is 7, 1 and 6 is 7, and then the 1 carries 1776. It says 634 plus. Okay, 1776, that sounds, isn't that an important year? I'm bad with history and dates, but I'm pretty sure that year was probably important to the American Revolution? That sounds like Declaration of Independence, maybe? Okay, so then, let's go ahead and get going. We've got everything. Oh hey, the blue light just came on. Alright, now we'll slide the red. Oh. Huh? The blue light was just on, but it's off now. And the red light's on instead. I guess we have to swipe the red card first and then the blue card. Well, that's oddly particular. Great job, Junpei. You know how to slide cards in a particular order. You're so good at puzzles. Both of the lights are on now. Now you just need to put in the password. And I believe that's going to be 1776. Both lights are on. We should be able to enter the password now. What's with these E and C keys? Enter and clear, Junpei. 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 E means enter and C means clear, I think. So after you put in the password, hit E. If you screw it up, hit C. Sounds good. Let's do it. 1776. Okay. That should open the door. Awesome. Let's get out of here at last.